Guys, how's it going? I just wanted to hop on here and give you a story time. Just a quick one because I know ain't nobody going to listen to no long blabbing conversation, but I'm just going to tell it quickly. I'll sum it up, and then if anybody wants to know any more, just let me know and I'll make a video specifically about that because I got a whole bunch of photos and videos of everything I've ever did. So I always got stuff I can show people. I've got a lot of new people following me. So that's why I'm doing the story time real quick, because like if somebody hops on here, they're gonna have no idea who I am or nothing like that. So my name's Chase. I'm from a smaller town in Georgia. I grew up there my whole life. Didn't do too much traveling or nothing like that. As I got older, I finally picked a good trade that was beneficial. It made good money. It had like a good end goal. So I picked up welding and fabrication. A good friend of mine led me into that industry. It started going really good, but fast forward 5 years of being into the industry, I got into a pattern. I was doing the same stuff every day, wake up, go to work, do this. And I just wasn't happy with it. Like I was making, for my age and my background, I was making way more than I should have been, way more. I was making almost $2,000 a week, and I was only working like 30 something hours. So it was crazy. It was crazy because most people don't get that. So I was doing that and just wasn't happy with where I was at. I just felt like there was something more I needed to do, but I didn't know what. So fast forward from there, I got this idea of traveling. There's a whole nother section to that, but I'll be glad to tell you if you want to know more about it. But I got into the traveling. I had met somebody that had, a friend of mine that had made me confident enough to go. They said they'd go with me. So we shot off for the first time, went to Kentucky. We both quit our jobs, went to Kentucky. We did that. That's a whole story on itself too. Kentucky was awesome. That was a good first place to get the experience. It didn't go good at first, but it did work out in the end. We learned stuff that we never would have learned back where we was at in the beginning. So my friend, he went back home. I went back home. I had to get a go plan of what I'm gonna do next, because I didn't want to give it up. I didn't want to go back to the same old ways. That I wanted to be new and just keep going. So took some time, build up some courage, come up with some ideas, and then I had a plan to get back on the road and just go place to place and see where I end up stopping. Because when you weld and fabricate and other job things that I had that I could do, just anything random, I could give you the whole list on another day. But I had a big panel of things I could do. So I wasn't really worried about getting a job. Even if it wasn't welding, I could do something. So I got that idea. I saved up the money I needed to save. And then I went to North Carolina, met Layla, and then we talked everything out. She was down to come, and she hopped in with me. We packed it up, went to Tampa, Florida. Absolutely loved it. We got experience together, so we make sure we're on the same page. We love that. Then I had got an opportunity to go to Australia. I had a friend that I had met when I was in Kentucky. He had told me that he's got a farm he's buying and needed some help, so that sparked that idea. We did all the paperwork, got everything situated. We packed up, we went, and we had an absolute good time. And when we got there, it both dawned on us that the travel in the States I was done with. I wanted just to be out of the country, because the experiences we've had since we've been out of the country, I can't, that'll be a whole nother story. I'm trying my best to stay on track, because I get all over the place, but that was insane. That was exactly what I was looking for. She wasn't looking for too much. She was just looking for an adventure. She cared about me, and she wanted to be with me and experience. So she was just on for the ride. But when she got to go, for her, she really loved it too, because it's just a whole different world. When you leave the country and you go, it blows your mind, because you're used to these patterns, and it's not like that anywhere else other than home. So we got out, did that, had a good time. We went all the way around Australia, even to Tasmania, and did work and stuff like that. I've got all this stuff too, so keep in mind, anything I'm telling you, I've got all these videos, photos, and I can talk all about it for forever. So if you want to see more, just let me know. So we got there, did that. Went good. Went back to the U.S. because you know your visa comes to an end. You got to figure out a go plan. So we went back to the U.S. Did a little bit of work. We didn't want to go to the same place. I tried my best to go to a different location. We went to Rhode Island, which turned out to be crazy. We wasn't even going to Rhode Island. We were actually going to Canada. We were going to go do some work in Canada, chill out there in Nova Scotia. Ended up stumbling upon Rhode Island and loved it. It was nice. It was pretty cool. I didn't think it would be, but we enjoyed it. We loved it. We stayed there. We stayed there for the whole summer, the remainder of the summer, while we were waiting to decide what we was going to do. We put our visas back in Australia. We went back, and then we got to Australia. We wasn't bored, but we were kind of like, we wanted to try something different, but we didn't know really what, because you know we're still new to leaving the country, so we got to get a little bit braver. A friend of mine from the same area I grew up, he is on a mission trip in Indonesia. We were chit-chatting about that, and I was like, man, it'd be cool if we'd come and see you, visit you, or whatever. So we did. We ended up coming here and visited him, and absolutely loved it, to the point to where we didn't want to leave. So we ended up staying almost 3 or 4 months, and love Indonesia. So that's where we're at now. So we're kind of all over the place. I'm going to tell you like a quick sum up of how I am. I don't plan anything at all. I'll tell you a whole list of things that I'm going to do, and I might not never do them unless I tell you personally, and then I keep my word, then I will. But I mean, like, as far as going places, stuff like that, I'm all over the place, because the way I do it is day to day, because you don't know, tomorrow you might meet somebody that opens up this whole new opportunity for you, and I don't want to miss out on it. So I never want to say I'm going to plan to go here or there. I'd rather just say I'd like to go there, and this is my idea, but if anything comes up, you know, I'm going to do this. Because we were supposed to stay in Australia the whole year. We ended up only spending a couple months in the whole entire country. We literally stayed gone the whole time here in Indonesia. So that's just a little bit about me. If you want anything else personal, I'll tell you about it. I just didn't want to drag this out too much, so I try to get it as fast as I could, and hopefully you understand where I'm at. And that's it. If you want to know anything else, just let me know. I'd be glad to tell you, and I'd love to show you. I've got endless amounts of videos and photos. I just never posted on YouTube because I didn't think that I would do YouTube. But everybody was like, dude, you got to put this on the internet, because like people want to see this, and your friends and family would feel more connected if they get to see it. And I was like, all right, sounds good. So I'm on the journey. I'm still learning on the videoing. I got a lot to learn, but I'm just trying to keep it like fast paced. If you notice my videos, some of them are a little bit, I'm just trying to like get the video and just send it to you, and like so you can see it, because I don't want to sit here and waste time trying to edit things and then not do anything. So that's the whole point. While there's a big gap in my YouTube, I was trying too hard to make it perfect, and I was like, this ain't gonna work. I need to make it to where it's not exhausting for me. So that's it. So if you got any questions, let me know, and I'll be glad to tell you, and we'll go from there.